Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Tamra judge says there's no room for Gretchen on RHOC, reacts to Vicki reunion. When Tamra judge says there's no room for someone on RHOC, she means it with every fiber of her well-toned, gym-honed being. During her latest sit-down on her podcast and media rounds, she didn't hesitate to address the ongoing chatter about whether Gretchen RHOC might make a surprise return to the franchise. Viewers have speculated for years every casting shake-up, every rumor cycle, every nostalgic Bravo flashback tends to reignite the Bring Back Gretchen brigade. But Tamra made her stance crystal clear. According to her, RHOC is in a new era, one she believes doesn't need a relic from old drama resurfacing and recentering herself for attention. There's no room for Gretchen, Tamra stated firmly, with that razor-sharp tone fans know well. In her mind, the show has evolved, the cast has changed, and the group dynamics don't have space for what she calls recycled storylines. She's convinced Gretchen's motivations would be purely performative rather than rooted in real relationships. You can't come back to a show when you don't actually talk to anybody on it, she argued. Reality TV only works when there's reality behind it. To Tamra, the days of Gretchen's pastel pink confessional looks and over-the-top glam plans are better left in Bravo's time capsule. Beyond logistics, though, there's clearly a personal history at play. Tamra and Gretchen spent years sparring on screen, locked in a carousel of accusations that included cheating claims, alleged setups, and friendship spent until they snapped. Tamra hasn't forgotten any of it, and she certainly hasn't forgiven it. Her tone made that much obvious. People think time heals everything, she said, but some things weren't wounds, they were warnings. The evolution of Tamra's RHOC vision. Tamra insists that the franchise's strength today lies in forging forward, not backward. She's embraced the more recent cast members and believes the show thrives most when the women are authentically connected. Bringing in someone who hasn't been part of the circle for a decade, she argues, would feel artificial. She also hinted that Bravo's casting decisions reflect a desire for balance rather than explosive rehashing. We've grown from the days of screaming in every scene, Tamra said, though fans might debate just how much she's personally contributed to that growth. Still, she maintains that the series is strongest when the drama is organic, not forced for nostalgia's sake. Vicki's return, a cocktail of emotions. While Tamra's stance on Gretchen is set in stone, the topic of Vicki Gunvalson returning sparked a noticeably different reaction. If her Gretchen comments were a cold steel blade, her Vicki response was more like a martini glass mixed, chilled, but undeniably classic Tamra. Vicki coming back, it just feels right, she admitted, though not without adding a little wink of shade. She's like that loud aunt at Thanksgiving, you brace yourself, you roll your eyes, but secretly you're glad she's there. Tamra and Vicki's relationship is iconic in Housewives history, a cocktail of chaos, codependence, competitiveness, and genuine affection. Their partnership, famously dubbed the Tres Amigas with Shannon Beater, defined an entire era of RHOC. So it's no surprise that Tamra feels a pull of nostalgia at the idea of Vicki stepping back into the spotlight. She described Vicki's return as coming home, noting that despite all the cracks in their friendship over the years, there's still an unspoken bond that flares up whenever they're together. We've fought, we've cried, we've laughed until our faces hurt, Tamra said. There's just history there. You can't fake that. But Tamra wasn't about to let sentimentality cloud her trademark bluntness. She acknowledged Vicki's unpredictable energy and how it could easily reignite old patterns. I know there'll be moments where I'm like, why did we ask for this again, she joked. But that's Vicki. She's exhausting, but she's ours. What Vicki's return means for the group. Tamra believes Vicki's presence adds something the show has been missing: authentic, long-standing stakes. According to her, when someone who has known you for over a decade enters the room, your guard drops or shoots right up. Either way, it's real. Vicki doesn't tiptoe, she said. She stomps. And sometimes you need someone who stomps. Tamra also hinted that some cast members might not be as excited about Vicki's comeback, teasing tensions brewing beneath the surface. While she didn't name names, she suggested that newer housewives might struggle to navigate Vicki's high-octane personality. It's not easy when someone with that much history walks in, Tamra explained. You can't out Vicki. You just buckle up. Why Gretchen doesn't fit into this picture? Here's where Tamra's real reasoning comes into focus. Vicki represents messy but meaningful connection, whereas Gretchen represents conflict without foundation. Tamra sees a clear difference between reviving a friendship that's weathered a decade of television and reopening a feud that never had closure. If someone returns and you feel something: anger, love, frustration, that's good, Tamra said. But with Gretchen there's nothing there but noise. She called Vicki's reunion a full circle moment, whereas a Gretchen return would be a detour back to a road we already bulldozed. To Tamra, it boils down to emotional truth. Her ties to Vicki are tangled but legitimate. Her ties to Gretchen were tangled but toxic. The future of RHOC: new chapters, old friends, firm boundaries. As Tamra laid out her vision for the franchise moving forward, it became clear she sees herself as something of a guardian for RHOC, someone who has survived multiple cast shakeups, friendships made and broken, and enough drama to span a decade and a half. She feels a responsibility to protect the integrity of the show she's helped define. That includes welcoming back the right former cast members and blocking the door for the wrong ones. There's no room for Gretchen, she said again near the end of her interview, reinforcing her stance. But Vicki, there's always room for Vicki. Even when she takes up the whole room. For Tamra, the future of the Real Housewives of Orange County is bright, messy, and delightfully unpredictable. And in typical Tamra Judge fashion, she plans to stay right in the center of the storm, calling it like she sees it, stirring the pot when necessary, and holding the line when she feels the franchise needs defending. Her message is unmistakable: the gates of Orange County may open for some, but only on Tamra Judge's terms.